Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 105 leFH18B2, otherwise known as a leFhy or a leaf blower to other players, known to us as Fifi La Pew Pew. And this one is on the south spawn of Malinovka, and it's under the command of RAM Tough. Now, this is a tier 5 Arty in a tier 6 game, and it's one of only 2 premium SPGs in the game. The other one soon to be on sale in the Christmas loot boxes. That's what Wargaming have promised. So you'll soon see lots of Sexton 1s running around. Nope, they're not that lethal. They're quite good fun though. Well worth getting because it's quite a rare little Arty. Well, in this game, RAM Tough is from the clan REBRN. He's actually in platoon with another REBRN member, Mary Banks NA. And she's off there in the distance in a Churchill 3. Well, RAM Tough's found his firing position. It's got a 105mm light field howitzer capable of 410 alpha, penetrating 53mm of armour. And the first thing he's going to do is he's firing towards these bushes. Oh, no, he's spotted an enemy tank that he wants to take out. That's a T-67. Now, the thing about the Fifi is it does dial in quickly, but that T-67 died very, very promptly to our Dickomax. So he's now aiming towards this rock because somebody is nearly always sitting there, and you can see lots of shells being fired in this direction. Oh, looks like there was the T-67 behind that rock, but he pulled away just as he was spotted. Going for the Tiger 131, the famous only living tiger in the world at the Tank Museum, Bovingdon. Fires a round in, and there you go. Just lands nearby. Now, RAM Tough's got a rather unusual ammunition load in this game. He's actually carrying, what he originally carried, 34 rounds of HE and 8 rounds of AP. Yes, this is an Arty that can carry AP rounds, even though Wargaming has said that they might do that in the future for lots of other Artys. Now, what's unusual about AP? Well, it's 105mm shells, and you'll probably see quite a few tanks in the game with 105mm shells, but they do a lot of damage. These 105mm will do 350 alpha and can penetrate 64mm of armour. So he has got an unusual loadout, because normally most people carry Fifis, they load up with lots of HE. Okay, he's going for that Tiger 131 again, fires a round in, and oh, very close. Unfortunately, this shell doesn't have that much in the way of a splash radius, just 2 meters, 1.91 actually. And he's fired where he thought the Tiger 131 was. Looking around, there's the Panzer 4H, and there's the T-67 that was actually sitting behind that rock all the time people were firing at it. So he's dialing in. Looks like he's going to try and fire a round over the rock into the T-67. Oh, he got a kill! He took him out. He got a lovely kill there on that T-67. Very difficult shot there, but he got it in the target and took him out. The shell probably landed in the cockpit of the T-67, wiped him out completely. Okay, we've got a KV-1 making for the center rock on the hill. Rounds out, and bit late, but it hit the target. Probably hit the rear of the KV-1. There's the Tiger 131 again. I'd aim ahead of it, actually. That's it. Try and dial in ahead of the target. Unfortunately, he's lost sight of it again. We haven't got many people up there. In fact, Mary Banks is the only one who's gone up on top of the hill in the Churchill 3. And that is a bit risky because if she's got no support, and if the enemy decide to gang up on her, she'll probably get wiped out fairly quickly. In fact, there's a KV-1 trying to get behind Mary Banks right now, and Ram's focusing on this KV-2. Which is a big threat, but the KV-1 is an even bigger threat to Mary Banks, and somebody's actually mentioned that. Mary Banks fired a round into him, but here comes an assault jumbo. Oh, Mary Banks went down. It's the Sherman jumbo. In fact, it was the KV-2 that killed Marybanks in that battle, so maybe Ramtoff was actually aiming at the right target, but that KV-1 was a much bigger threat to Marybanks because he can actually fire at her rear. Only on that occasion he wasn't actually aiming at her rear. And that Sherman Jumbo is moving quite rapidly towards our guys. Dialing in ahead of him, trying to get a shot. He's getting very close to that G1 and he rams, kills him. We fire around in and kill the Sherman Jumbo. Okay, Rams having to move back further and further until he's almost at the edge of the map. I think he's decided now the best thing he can do is head towards his cap. It is going to put him in the open like that M44 ahead of him, Sergeant Rock, but maybe it will be better. Okay, now he's actually aiming up the hill again at that Tiger 131. Well, that was the round from the M44 firing in there. We've lost sight of the Tiger 131, so he's got no targets there, but he can shoot at this M10, the Wolverine. Oh, and he goes down to a Sherman Jumbo. Okay, it's a box tank behind that rock. I think he's behind one of those bushes. That's a reasonable guess as to where he'll probably be. Looks like Ram's going to fire around in there. There he is. Yes, he is still there and he's moving the wreck for cover. Ram fires in, rounds out, and direct hit wipes him out. It hit the top of the turret, I think. Went straight through the casement and killed everybody. So, good shot. That's his third kill. Sorry, third kill. Okay, an enemy tank's been seen behind him and he's moving as fast as he can. In fact, it's two. It's the Panzer IV Schmaltern and a KV-2. So he might be on the receiving end of a few shots from the enemy now, but his team are winning, but only by one tank. He needs to get behind cover quick. Best thing to do would be to get to the windmill and turn around there. Okay, because he's got good view range, but the M44 hasn't. So he can see the KV-2 and he's auto-aimed on. This should be interesting. KV-2's on the move, trying to dodge the shells. Doesn't dodge that one. Gets tracked. The fire rate of this Arty is really fantastic. He's got 8 seconds on the reload. Another round goes off and another hit. Critical hit that time on the tracks. Oh, he's lost lock on target. And they've killed the KV-2. The Sherman Jumbo got him. Meanwhile, our teammates in the north have actually killed the last remaining enemy Arty, and there's only 3 enemies left. One of them is the Panzer IV Schmaltern, somewhere in those woods. There's a Tiger 131 right up on top of the hill, and the last one in the south is an M7. So there's a good chance they might win this game. Ramtoff could actually platoon with 2 members of his team at the moment, or 1 member, the Dickomax at least, because he does have 3 kills. And the only unfortunate thing is that Marybanks didn't get any kills at all, so there's no brothers in arms possible. Oh, here comes the Tiger 131. So he came down off the hill, just missed him there, got a bit of reticule bloom just as he fired. He's trying to get him on in his sights again. He's auto-aimed on, but the Tiger 131's gone behind the windmill, which makes it very difficult to get shots. Oh, yes! Auto-aim shot took out Tiger 131, which only leaves that Panzer IV Schmaltern as the last remaining enemy, and he's somewhere in those woods. All they need to do now is cap and force him to come out. If he doesn't come out, they'll win by default. He's taking up position with the M44 to repel any attack upon their cap. Don't get too close to the water. It's fairly deep there. He's looking towards the woods, waiting for any sign of the enemy to appear. There he is! Okay, so they can go for this. They can get a win by killing all the enemy if they can get these shots on target. Oh, and the kill goes to the Dickermax, who reaches 4 tanks, 4 kills, and so did Ram Tough. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how he got on. Well, it's a second-class tank for Ram Tough in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8 in that one. And his win rate for that game was 1,666. No, that's not the number of the beast. That's his fax number. I've heard that the real number of the beast is 616. Would you believe it? A lot of people didn't know that. Anyway, let's have a look at the team scores. Well, we can see that he actually came in the first half of the table with 724 hit points. The high score was the Dickermax with 2,042 hit points, 4 kills, and he got that high caliber. And when it came to kills, he actually shared the top spot with the Dickermax. Both got 4 kills, and then there's a bunch of tanks with 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, he's in second place again, with the Dickermax getting 845 base experience points and Ram Tough getting 630. Unfortunately, Marybanks didn't do so well. She got 73 hit points, some damage on the enemy. I think she did that damage to the KV-1 and got 295 base experience points. He fired 15 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 2 penetration, 6 splash. Damage of 724 hit points, of which 649 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 342 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 29,441 credits, and after ammunition resupply, took away 27,521 credits. He got 945 XP, 3,780 from mission and events, and 378 for this being a premium vehicle. Took away 5,103 experience points altogether. He says, hide and we'll find you. Yes, well, it doesn't matter if they go into the woods, they'll still get caught if somebody has got good enough view range and can take them out. And I do like the way that he auto aimed on those targets. It's very funny when you do that, rather than actually aiming using the battle assistant or overhead sight. You just lock onto the target and then fire, and the shell goes straight to the target, and it can be quite devastating. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button, the little bell symbol, so you get alerted when a new video comes out. And thanks for watching.